wondered how it would be to date a girl because I was like, would they understand me more? Or no? Do you think?
Okay, so here's my thing.
Sounds awful. It sounds like a lot of
like
work.
two fucking people.
Like a lot of work.
Recently,
man.
I'm like, I think I want to try out a boyfriend. It sounds so weird to me. Even
No, it's
saying
not weird.
it sounds weird.
No, it's not weird.
No, it does to me. But it's just like, I
Man.
think for a long time I had a heteronormative idea of relationships where it was like, when I'm dating a girl, I'm the dude. Like I'm
Right.
doing
Right.
the
Exactly.
You got to have like a role. Like
The dude
people
thing.
have to put you in a box.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
whatever.
I mean, even accidentally putting myself in one,
Right.
where it's just like if I'm dating a hyper feminine woman, like I feel like.
But is that what you
role-
go for though?
Yes.
Right.
Sometimes it's nice though. Like today, how many hours did we spend trying to get some fucking videos off of your phone? It feels nice being like, I know more about computers than you do. Cool.
Okay.
I'll take that role. It makes me feel good.
But does that have to do with gender, or is that just an intellectual?
No, I'm just saying roles in general.
No, for
It's
sure.
intellectual.
So for you, like you put yourself in that box, but you put
Right.
yourself in that box
as a caretaker.
because you needed a role to identify in the relationship, so you guys could kind of
Right.
like know, like,
Whereas-
oh, this is my area, this is your
Right.
But
area.
you say as a caretaker, but I feel like a caretaker sometimes because I
I'm
feel like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, even though intellectually he is, more advanced on certain things as far as technology and shit, I'm more street and more, like.
Your street?
I'm more streetwise. I'm more streetwise, and as far as like social interaction, all that kind of shit. Like I'm just better at that shit. I'm better at like consecutive things like cooking and shit. Like I'm better at those type of things, organization type of things when
Right.
it comes to like house shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't necessarily.
Which our society has falsely put a gender label on.
Yes,
You know what I
unfortunately.
mean? Just
Unfortunately.
like we've falsely like described what it is to be feminine or masculine.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I love, it's so cool like meeting you and talking to you today because like I said,
I
like
believe this is the first time y'all fucking met.
I've been wanting to meet you for so long.
Yes.
Ask her.
Yes, Mads
I'm
has.
literally
Mads has.
texting her being like, when do I get to meet Maddie?
I know.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying as much as, a struggle it can be to be, on the LGBT community, whatever, there's got to be a liberation at some point to be
Yeah.
like, I can be whatever the fuck I want.
I feel like that's what happened when I fucked a dude. Straight up. No,
I don't have to do
because let me
anything.
tell you what.
But did you come though?
no.
Oh,
I haven't yet.
But look, you got to like train your body to come like a certain way.
But here's the thing. What it was for me was like, it was a lot easier to get into than it was with a woman. Because like with a woman, it's very performance based.
I don't
Yeah.
think
You know?
I don't think I came the first time that I had sex.
really?
Swear to God. So I'm just saying, if you're like a horny 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid, and you're only used to coming from masturbating.
You had sex at
Right.
9?
No, I had sex at 14.
I had sex at 11 with a
14,
girl.
15.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm used to orgasming from a certain way for like 5 years, and then I'm like, oh,
Right.
here we go. I'm about to lose my
You know what's
virginity.
funny?
Same.
And then I don't.
Like,
and then I
gotta point
don't.
my toes.
And then I go.
Oh, I've
don't
never
come.
thought about this. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 16, but I've had sexual experiences before then, but only with women.
Because society is
I feel like that's common, right?
it's common because society places this thing like so funny. I could talk about this for
Sounds
hours.
less like
it's like-
intimidating.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, as a woman, you have to prepare yourself sexually for a man, so you have to experiment with women,
Yeah.
and that's not gay. But if a guy were to experiment
Right.
with another guy as a kid, that's hella gay.
That's just
And
the
that's
woman's
just
ego, though.
Another homophobic idealism.
Well, look,
where we
because
over sexualize
I
female
can-
on female shit.
I can have a 2-year relationship with my boo kitty over here and never be penetrated, and I'm okay with that. I'm fully okay with
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah, but we all know you got a G spot in your asshole. So.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
like, why
hey,
you
what-
playing?
Just
it's
saying.
not about playing. I'm just saying some people don't want that.
You don't know until you know.
You don't fucking
All
know,
I
dude.
know is that I did not ever expect myself to sleep with a guy. And then there was like this one
But wait,
day where
was this the guy that you were telling me about? So Mads is on so I wrote a show called Model Z2, and Mads is the first person on my show.
You said the name.
Whatever.
Model Z2.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, so
Copyright.
yeah, it's copyrighted, so don't try me, motherfuckers. Anyways, I remember you telling me about that. Remember, it was like a long, was it
I
a long
did?
You told me that you hooked up with this guy, but it was like a long hair guy, kind of like skinny guy, kind of like.
Yeah,
Was
it
it
was
him?
like a transitional experience.
It was
the
a
one.
transitional guy.
But let me tell you what, after that,
Yeah.
I reported back to my pansexual friend, and she was like, you got to get that fucking, like that abbed out masculine experience.
Oh, God.
Yes,
that
you do.
sounds scary.
I got somebody
Which
for
I
you if you
tried
need it.
too, and I was like, I'm good. But like,
Sounds scary.
I think what it is that now I'm kind of like intellectually trying to level out with like a homie, Yeah. And whether that comes in guy or girl form, I think it's just like it's easier for me to obtain in guy form because like I want to be able to be bros with somebody.
I mean, give me an example of like somebody you think is hot as a guy.
Oh shit.
Orlando Bloom.
Boy, bye.
Oh.
Ashton Kutcher.
I'm like
Kinda.
Tom Brady.
Keep throwing him.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yes.
Tom
but
Hardy's
I just
nice.
learned that that's like a basic. That's every girl in the world.
That's me.
But
I'm
what's
basic
wrong
as
with
fuck
that?
then.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Or like fucking.
What about what's this guy? Cumberbatch. What's his first name?
I know who you're
Strange
talking about.
motherfucker.
Yeah. No, maybe.
Idris Elba.
I slept with a guy recently that kind of looked like Russell Brand.
I'm not mad at that.
I wasn't mad about it.
I'm not mad at that.
But he was like, I met him in a corset. Like he was wearing a corset and like some
Okay.
leather ass pants.